Okay, so recently Carolina Chris did a great video where he had shrimp and grits out in the woods. And another channel I watch, Incognito Kitchen, used cured egg yolks. So I wanted to put together a dinner that was basically a shout out to both channels and ideas. And so Fernbark and I are both going to do shrimp and grits tonight. He's doing more of a lightweight backpacker style using dehydrated ingredients. And I'm doing more of a car camping, or unless you feel like lugging an ice chest in your backpack kind of thing, but I'm not. So this is the car camping version. To see the specifics on what he's putting together, you can go to Fernbark's channel or Your Old Pal Fernbark. I'll leave a link to go over the specifics of his ingredients. But they're pretty similar. I'm using shrimp, pre-cooked bacon, andouille sausage, grits of course, some Louisiana seasonings, and then I've got a combination because I'm doing cheese grits. So I threw this together real quick. It's just Parmesan cheese, some powdered heavy garlic and herb seasoning. I'm using chicken broth, and then I'll top it off with some sliced green onions, and I'm going to plan on shredding a little bit of the egg yolk on top, and of course butter. And here I've got some ghee, the pre-cooked bacon, and the pre-cooked andouille sausage. I'm going to heat that up in the frying pan first. Once this is ready, I'm going to take it out, and then I'll add the shrimp, using all those wonderful flavors to contribute to the shrimp. Over here I'm going to have some butter and chicken stock. I know I messed that up. Chicken broth. And I'm going to heat this up, and once it's hot, I'm going to add my 3 bags of instant grits to that, and that'll hold while I'm finishing cooking the shrimp. And then I'll go ahead and put the grits in a plate, top it with the meat, sprinkle on my chopped green onions and my shaved cured egg yolks.
Cured egg yolk.
There we go. I'm throwing on my chicken broth with butter and a little seasoning, and my little Trangia frying pan here with ghee in it. So I've got the andouille sausage and the pre-cooked bacon. I'm going to let this stuff cook down, heat up. Then I'm going to remove it. I'll throw the shrimp in. Hopefully this gets hot, and I'll throw my grits in here. And I'm trying to kind of work it so it all gets hot at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and add my grits real quick here. I'm not going to add my Parmesan cheese just yet, because I'm not sure how long it'll take to keep the meat cooked, and I don't want to add the Parmesan cheese, then it'll be too sticky and hard to stir and whatnot. So I'm just going to do the grits for now, and then once the meat is completely done, I'll dump in my special blend there of the Parmesan cheese and seasonings and whatnot to kind of finish it off and stir it up to the last minute before I'm ready to eat. Fernbark's is going there. It's looking pretty good. I think this is going to be ready before mine. That's okay. It's not a race.
It's a race. We said that right at the beginning.
It's not a competition. It's a total competition.
So I'm doing mine in canteen cups. 10 bonus points.
So here we go for the nice sizzle of raw shrimp. Oh yeah. And back to using my little bamboo tongs, which are pretty handy, because once I'm done with them, they're going to go into the fire. I don't have to wash them. Very eco-friendly. Alright, so we're going to let those cook for a few minutes, and we'll come back. We're ready to add the combination Parmesan cheese, and the whole thing is going in. I was actually looking through the viewfinder and telling me that I kind of was not in frame, so I appreciate that.
Not at all.
Because if you can't watch somebody stir something on YouTube,
oh my God, stirring is so awesome.
What's the point of having the internet?
High five for stirring.
And this video was inspired by Carolina Chris. Here's my sliced green onions, cured egg yolk, and hopefully I don't cut myself doing this. Oh, that's interesting. He used a different type of shaver, so mine is kind of a little bit larger, like a cheese grater. His came out a lot finer and smaller, but I'm going to eat this regardless, so here we go. Okay, so we've got our cheesy grits with shrimp, andouille sausage, bacon, and our cured egg yolk and sliced green onions.
Wow, that's really good. Wow.
So between the two of us, we both made like 2 servings worth. So I think we're gonna kind of carb out tonight on grits and shrimp and bacon.
This is so delicious. Oh my gosh. That sausage is fantastic.
And this cured egg is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never done it, which I had never heard of this until I saw it on Incognito Kitchen,
It's fantastic.
and it tastes really good. It's really good. I mean, bacon, andouille sausage, and shrimp. It's kind of that's a triple win, quadruple win. It's a lot of winning on this plate.
If we're still in camera, it is. We can't see because there's no viewfinder. Oh, it's fantastic though, Dave. It's really good.
Okay, so Tracy Phillips, first off, thanks very much for the fatwood that you sent to me in Fernbark. It's great. That's the catalyst that got this beautiful fire going tonight. And then I mentioned the other day in one of your videos you'd received some smoked eel from one of your friends, and I mentioned that I had the same thing, and I told you that Fernbark and I would go ahead and try it on camera, let you know what we thought. So
Cheers.
here's the smoked eel.
It's pretty benign.
Kind of a light barbecue sauce. I've only had eel here in the States. at a
Kind of
sushi
tastes like
restaurant.
smoked salmon, but not as good.
Yeah, and with little tiny bones.
I didn't even notice that. I was eating a cracker.
Oh yeah, little tiny bones in there, which they dissolve pretty quickly. Not a big deal.
No, it's not a big deal at all. Pretty much smoked salmon-y.
Yeah, kind of a real mild barbecue sauce. Not real spicy,
No, not at all.
but I could definitely eat this.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. And you got to use your little bamboo tongs because that makes it
Because
authentic,
of the environment.
and it's easier than chopsticks.